If I made you laugh, hit that subscribe button. Opening scene: the wild child in the woods. Picture this: a lush, untamed jungle, birds chirping, like they're auditioning for a Disney movie, and a kid with a monkey tail, yeah. You heard me. A tail swinging an axe like he's Paul Bunyan's long-lost cousin. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Son Goku, our spiky-haired hero, who's about to turn the world of anime upside down. Buckle up, because this is Dragon Ball, and it's gonna be a wild, wacky ride through a world where a kid with zero social skills becomes the ultimate badass. Ready? Let's dive into the chaos. Our story kicks off in the middle of nowhere, specifically Mount Paozu, where Goku lives like a feral forest gremlin. This kid's got no parents, no Wi-Fi, and no clue about the outside world. His only family? A shiny red orb with 4 stars. He calls the 4-star Dragon Ball, left to him by his late grandpa Gohan. Goku treats this thing like it's his emotional support rock, talking to it like it's gonna talk back. Spoiler: it doesn't. But don't worry, things are about to get way weirder. One fine morning, Goku's out fishing, by which I mean he's yeeting fish out of the river with his bare hands like a pint-sized Aquaman, when a shiny blue car comes barreling through the jungle. Enter Bulma, a teenage genius with a ponytail bigger than her ego and a temper that could scare a T-Rex. She's on a mission to collect the 7 Dragon Balls, mystical orbs that, when gathered, summon a dragon who grants any wish. Yeah, you heard that right, any wish. Bulma's dreaming of a lifetime supply of strawberry lip gloss. Or maybe a hot boyfriend. Typical teen stuff, right? But here's the kicker: Goku thinks Bulma's car is a monster, and smashes it like it's a piñata at a kid's birthday party. Bulma, understandably, freaks out, pulls a gun because apparently, that's her vibe, and shoots at Goku. Does our boy flinch? Nope. Bullets bounce off him like he's made of vibranium. Bulma's like, "Who is this kid?" And Goku's like, "Yo, lady, you got any food?" Classic Goku. Priorities, am I right? After some shouting, some explaining, and probably some existential crises, Bulma realizes Goku's got one of her precious Dragon Balls. She tries to sweet-talk him into handing it over. But Goku's not about to part with his grandpa's keepsake. Instead, he agrees to tag along on her quest because get this, he thinks it sounds fun. This kid's got the survival instincts of a lemming and the enthusiasm of a golden retriever. Bulma, realizing she's stuck with this monkey-tailed menace, begrudgingly lets him join her, and thus begins the greatest buddy comedy road trip in anime history. The Great Dragon Ball Hunt shenanigans galore. So, Bulma and Goku hit the road, or rather, the jungle, because roads are for people who don't crash into trees every 5 minutes. Bulma's got her high-tech dragon radar, a gadget that tracks the Dragon Balls like a GPS for magical orbs. Goku, meanwhile, is just happy to be along for the ride, munching on raw fish and asking questions like, "Why's your hair blue? Is it cotton candy?" Bulma's already regretting her life choices. Their first stop? A village terrorized by a shape-shifting pig named Oolong. This guy's a total creep, kidnapping girls and hoarding treasure like a low-budget dragon. When Goku and Bulma roll up, Oolong tries to trick them by transforming into a terrifying monster. But Goku? He's not impressed. He just yeets Oolong into next week with his power pole, a magical stick that extends like the world's coolest selfie stick. Oolong, realizing he's outmatched, joins the crew, mostly because he's too cowardly to say no. Now we've got a trio: a genius, a monkey boy, and a pig who's one bad decision away from starring in a bacon commercial. Next up, they meet Yamcha, a desert bandit with a mullet so glorious it deserves its own theme song. Yamcha's got a sidekick, Puar, a floating cat who's basically the brains of the operation. Yamcha tries to rob our heroes, because apparently, that's just what you do in the Dragon Ball universe. But here's the twist: Yamcha's terrified of girls. Like, full-on panic attack, hide in a bush terrified. When he sees Bulma, he's sweating bullets and stammering, like he's auditioning for a rom-com. Goku, oblivious as ever, challenges Yamcha to a fight. And let's just say it's less epic showdown and more Yamcha gets his butt handed to him. In the end, Yamcha and Puar join the gang, because nothing says teamwork like getting beat up by a kid with a tail. The gang's now tearing through mountains, valleys, and the occasional monster-infested cave, collecting Dragon Balls like they're Pokemon cards. Along the way, Goku's proving he's not just a kid with a stick. He's got strength, speed, and a stomach that could bankrupt an all-you-can-eat buffet. Bulma's keeping everyone on track or trying to, Oolong's whining about everything, and Yamcha's still trying to figure out how to talk to Bulma without fainting. It's chaos, it's hilarious, and it's only the beginning. Enter the turtle hermit Kamehameha time. Just when you thought this adventure couldn't get any wilder, our crew stumbles across a deserted island, where an old man in a Hawaiian shirt is living his best life. Meet Master Roshi, the turtle hermit, a pervert with a penchant for dirty magazines and a beard that screams I haven't shaved since the 70s. This guy's a legend in the martial arts world, but you'd never guess it from his vibe. He's like your weird uncle who shows up to Thanksgiving with a pet turtle and a six-pack of beer. Goku and Bulma need Roshi's Dragon Ball, which he wears as a necklace because apparently, that's a flex. Roshi's not about to hand it over for free, though. He's like, kid, you gotta earn it. So, he sets Goku a challenge: find him a hot babe. Yeah, you heard me. This is Dragon Ball, where the stakes are either world-ending or just plain ridiculous. Bulma, offended but pragmatic, plays along, and Roshi's eyes practically pop out of his head. In the end, he hands over the Dragon Ball and throws in a bonus: the flying Nimbus, a magical cloud that only the pure-hearted can ride. Guess who qualifies? Yup, Goku, the kid who doesn't even know what a girl is. Bulma tries to hop on and falls right through. Classic. But Roshi's not just a creepy old man with a cloud. He's also a martial arts master, and he sees potential in Goku. He teaches him the Kamehameha, a move so iconic. It's basically the anime equivalent of a mic drop. Goku fires off a blast that could level a mountain. And Roshi's like, kid, you're gonna be trouble. Understatement of the century, my man. Training with Krillin bromance begins. Fast forward a bit, and Goku's back at Roshi's island, ready to level up. Roshi agrees to train him, but there's a catch. Goku's gotta share the spotlight with a new rival, Krillin. This bald, pint-sized monk rolls up with a chip on his shoulder and a dream of becoming the world's greatest fighter. Krillin's got the confidence of a used car salesman and the height of a garden gnome. But you gotta admire his hustle. Roshi's training is less wax on, wax off, and more survive. My insane boot camp. Step 1. Deliver milk across the island at dawn. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. Roshi's got them running up mountains, dodging dinosaurs, and swimming through shark-infested waters, all before breakfast. Goku's loving it because, well, he's Goku. Krillin's just trying not to die. The two bicker, compete, and slowly become the ultimate bromance duo. Picture Rocky and Apollo Creed, but with more push-ups and fewer brain cells. Roshi's got other wild tasks, like plowing fields with their bare hands and outrunning a T-Rex. Why? Because he's Master Roshi, and his teaching style is 90% insanity, 10% genius. Through it all, Goku and Krillin are getting stronger, faster, and maybe even a little wiser, though let's not get our hopes up about that last one. They're also learning teamwork, which is handy, because the world's about to throw some serious curveballs their way. Wrapping up the first act. So, where are we at? Goku's gone from a jungle kid with a tail to a martial arts prodigy with a magical cloud and a killer energy blast. Bulma's still chasing her Dragon Ball dream, dragging along a crew of misfits who are equal parts awesome and absurd. Oolong's whining, Yamcha's crushing, and Roshi's probably reading a magazine. He shouldn't be. This is just the start, Folks, the Dragon Ball Saga's about to crank up the crazy with tournaments, evil emperors, and a kid who's gonna save the world or eat it out of house and home trying. If this tale of monkey tails, magical orbs, and pervy old men made you chuckle, smash that like button and subscribe for more. Next time, we're diving into the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament, where Goku's gonna throw hands with the best of them. Stay tuned, and keep your power pole ready.